DuckTales
Crackle.
Season 2, Episode 5. Storkules in Duckburg.
Dun dun dun!
So, if there isn't a friendship problem, I'll make a friendship problem.
Yeah.
There aren't
Less
harpies
is
to
zero
get.
for me.
Oh, and it makes me wonder about their laws, in that essentially the whole lemonade business at the end is essentially slavery. I
I
mean,
guess
Um,
lemonade.
get
not.
paid, but
It's it's not really slavery if you pay them. It's
but
just
yeah, but
shops.
you're paying them in food, so
Yeah, but I don't think
it's
harpies really
real
have
sketch.
money.
Yeah, but I mean, first of all, that's what they want, and they probably don't know how to use money.
Yeah. Even though
Also, their level of
it's
sentience is questionable.
Yeah,
to
it's one of those
So
really shady, sort of sketchy
it,
things,
it's
but they can probably get away with it.
yeah,
it's
to them money
kind
is probably just
of
shiny
like
things.
using Reese's monkeys in lab experiments. You know, they're intelligent, but they're not dominant level of sentience intelligence, so it's okay as long as you're not as long as you're not being cruel about it.
Yeah.
At least in theory. Although I would love to see at some point that there be those tree hugger types, you know, the hippie ones who are all like, oh, all PETA with all animal slavery and animal slavery of all kinds. It's like, that's my pet dog. Yeah, we're gonna put it to sleep because it can't survive on its own, but you shouldn't have it as a pet because that's slavery.
Yeah, that's why I hate PETA.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
it's just that little bit of sentience makes it really sketchy.
it
But
would be kind of like having a caveman, and they can't they can be trained to a certain level, but at that training is more of Pavlovian, not like actual cognizance. It's cause and effect, not, oh, I know what's going on.
yeah, and it's interesting to you know it's also interesting what they like. They like lemons for some reason. And the
Well,
fact that it's Cape Suzette where they get the lemons.
yes. They've had mention of Cape Suzette in the
Yeah.
past.
Yeah. They've done it several times before. It's been established that it exists in this universe, but
And it's with and it's pretty nearby.
close enough that that they could they can be transported in that manner.
Yeah.
It's
But
probably like, I don't know, the difference between Chicago and Milwaukee, maybe a state away or something. Although that technically is in California, so maybe San Francisco and San Diego,
I don't
because
know. It always seemed
city.
to me like it was like the
Well,
Cape Suzette was tropical, so that would be, you know,
yeah, maybe. Okay, I don't know any Southern California cities.
yeah. I don't think Cape Suzette's in California because it's too. It doesn't look like California.
Yeah,
It looks like something like
more like Florida.
Indonesia or Malaysia or something Southeast Asian or Pacific Island. It looks like a Pacific Island of some sort. some tropical Pacific
Hawaii,
island.
maybe.
I don't know. I don't know. It always seemed like it was something. It was something else. It wasn't. The exact location was obvious. I don't think they ever said exactly where Cape Suzette was supposed to be. Curious.
Well, um I read, I think it was in one of the wikis or an article somewhere by one of the writers, that the fictional Duckburg is supposed to be somewhere in SoCal, like somewhere in
Yeah, it would.
California.
That would not surprise me in the slightest. Is where it was supposed to be.
So I'm
Uh,
just trying to figure geographically the most likely location for Cape Suzette.
yeah, it says it's climate in somewhat like the central or southern California coastlines because it's real. Cause it never snows in Cape Suzette, but there's also other places that don't snow. Tropical islands don't snow, but yeah, there's. It always seemed kind of tropical, but mm, uh,
But then again, I mean, there's always things like the fact that in Superman, most of the time, um, we know that Smallville is in Kansas, and um, most of the time, what's the city that the Daily Planet takes place in? Metropolis.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
supposed to be a parallel to New York,
I
and
always thought
they're
Metropolis
actually
was
in the Gotham.
Chicago.
Really? I thought it was supposed to be somewhere in New York.
I think it was supposed to be. I think it's no, New York is Gotham. Well,
No, Gotham is actually
in Gotham's in that area.
a
Like it was
city.
supposed to be sort of the thing, but it always
Well,
because
either
he's from
way,
Kansas, it
Go-
always seemed like um it always seemed like that would be more Chicago than and I've seen maps where people have tried to map out kind of where it is, but it's
but
uh
either way,
oh no,
there.
wait, it says state New York. Okay. It always seemed like it always seemed like Chicago to me, but um apparently it is in New York according to this. But
Yeah.
it's
So, but either way, it's supposed to be somewhere, and then Gotham is supposed to be somewhere very different. I always thought Gotham was supposed to be parallel to Chicago.
no, actually that one Gotham from what I remember it's been a long time since I saw that map. That's why I didn't remember Metropolis was supposed to be sort of they're supposed to be on the opposite side of the harbor. Like Metropolis is um, uh, Metropolis and Gotham are supposed to be on the opposite sides of a river or
Yeah,
something like that, or a body of water. Let's see if I can find a good picture of where everything is supposed to be.
but yeah, the point is, they're just because they are in it's the geography of our world is one way doesn't mean the geography of a fictional world is the same way in any form.
Yeah. Um, oh, here it is. Let's see if I can get a full picture of it. Yeah. Oh, this isn't right either because this one has it in Metropolis. Um,
Gotham and Metropolis?
no, Metropolis in Delaware. It's got Metropolis in Delaware. This one has it.
Wow.
Gotham is New Jersey, apparently.
Mhm.
I could see that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be in New Jersey. Like that's the thing is, it's so
Trying to find the proper geographic placements for fictional cities is kind of a
really,
futile attempt because they don't run on logic.
yeah. Um, but anyway, where are you? Okay, keeps that. Yeah, we're back on Storkules and Duckburg.
Yeah.
Because we got off on Cape Suzette talk and then got off on superhero talk. And then
This
that
is
got
superhero week, apparently.
yeah. Um, but uh, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, so Louis doesn't really have a doesn't initially have a problem that wants to solve. It's like yes, that's how businesses
No,
are.
Louis
You
does
have
have a
something.
problem he wants to solve.
Yeah,
It's just not one that Scrooge wants to invest in. It's, I'm broke. I need money. That's my problem. Can you solve it for me? No.
yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's you need to solve a problem for other people. uh,
Exactly.
yeah,
How
what
much
problems
did
do
he
people
get?
have?
0.5 billion. Like,
But
Oh, that's cute. No, no, I'm serious. Oh, yeah, sure. I love
yeah,
the fact that Louis is it's like, oh, are you starting up a lemonade stand? Uh, no. And Scrooge starts up a lemonade stand, basically.
yeah,
God, no,
Corporate
not
le-
want lemonade.
yeah. He takes. This is the sharp. This is the sharpness of Scrooge. He takes care of. He deals with two problems people have with one fell swoop. He takes care of the harpies and sells people lemonade at the same time. And he solves multiple problems at the same time.
that wasn't really Scrooge, though. That was Webby.
Well, his business sort of
Yeah,
solves that problem.
it was
It's like
Webby and Louie. Mostly Webby. If Louie had listened to Webby in the beginning, the episode would be a lot shorter. But
a lot less interesting as well.
yeah, and you wouldn't have that learning moment that Louie gets. And Storkules and Donald get. Although Donald really needs to, the learning moment Donald needs to get and does get eventually, vet your clientele beforehand. It's like
Yeah,
you're inviting someone into your home to rent out your room, vet them properly.
Yes.
You
Yes,
could
you
have had a freaking Beagle Boy answer the ad and you wouldn't know.
yeah, it's yeah, maybe you meet them meet them somewhere else and then you if they're yeah,
Exactly.
if they work if they look good, if they're a good prospect, then you work through whether they want to even be there because then you take them there and then if they want to be there then they want to be there. Of course, getting apparently yeah, Storkules has a little man crush on Donald, and it's like,
Little dude. Hercules is downright in love with him. Okay.
uh,
yeah. Love is in the air.
Yeah.
Like I say, it makes sense that Glumgold's thing he's in love with is himself. Like, nah, just let them take him.
Yeah, yeah.
He's unwilling to pay it.
Curse you, me! That's my shadow. Curse you, me!
Must go buy lemonade.
Any further thoughts on Storkules and Duckburg?
Yeah, so they probably made like what, few $1,000 getting rid of the harpies.
Also, I love the parallel to the classic Ghostbusters. That was totally a knockoff of the Ghostbusters there.
Yeah, I don't know how much money did he spend on merchandising.
Right? I saw one of those bills. That bill to Merch Beaks was $5,000.
Yeah, I mean, who's ever who's ever making the merchandising for him, has good business.
Yeah. He needs to learn how to, manage his accounting first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And next episode, harpies sue for using their likeness.
And back wages. Anyway. If that's all we got on that, I guess I'll close this one out.
Yep.